Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We're playing Yelnya. It's August 23rd, 1941. After its historic charge through Belorussia, reality caught up with Army Group Center. It had reached the limits of its supply lines and stood with both flanks exposed. Accordingly, OKH ordered it to halt its drive on Moscow and to relocate its precious panzer groups north and south. Far from beaten, the Red Army partially recovers, reorganizes, and goes on the offensive towards Smolensk. Now, Army Group Center must hold its ground, while Guderian takes Panzer Group South for a planned link-up with Army Group South. And we have to probably hold Yelnya, as it was the scene of the first major Russian counterattack that actually succeeded in pushing the Germans back by a pretty large amount. And I'm just taking a bit of a sneak peek here. Alright. As predicted by logisticians, we've been forced to make a halt here at the Dnieper to await fresh supplies, but perhaps this is for the best. Moving on Moscow now would have put us in a very dangerous position. Our southern flank was particularly exposed. Guderian's panzer group has begun to remedy this with a drive south, and Soviet Central Front is already all but overrun. Continue this offensive and consider sending more mobile units to aid it, but be aware that the Soviets have been launching incessant attacks towards Smolensk, and a tactical withdrawal from Yelnya has been authorized should you find it necessary. So you have Yartsevo that needs to be held, like Smolensk. Prochet needs to be captured. Chernikov, turn 7. Konotop, 7. I guess Yelnya turn 1 and hold, so we definitely need to keep that in our possession all the time. Shostka and Trubchevsk. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the panzers. Both of these are here for 3 more turns at least, so I might as well give these guys some steps, or some nice steps, while I can. I think... oh no, okay, so let's give you this. Let's leave those pioneers then, for now, in reserve. I can give them, well... so you have some flak in there for free. I'm gonna take a unit that's been there for only 1 mission at least. Oh, yeah, for 1 more mission, because otherwise I'm gonna take a unit that is just, or can I actually just reinforce them still? No. Yes, I need to take this. Okay. It's a bit sad that I have to start stripping some of my units of its precious supplies, but I'm gonna have to retreat here, at the very least, for now. Because the enemy will likely try to get close to Yelnya, and I will probably have to continuously beat them off of it. Make sure that they have no units adjacent to Yelnya itself, or as little as possible. Yeah. And I'll actually send these down, because I actually want these. They're actually not that useful up here, I think, but I want the 3rd Panzer Group to head down south so I can start building pontoon bridges with its points, whereas I need 2nd Panzer Group to aid my tanks. If I'm gonna retreat first turn, where am I gonna retreat to? The unit at your safe will have to stay there, so I'll probably whip up a line along this these hexes or even one further. This saves me one supply truck. I also get a few reinforcements. Alright. I could try to cut them off going through here. Sweet. So, okay, fair enough. They already retreated, huh? I mean, they still have quite a bit of movement left. Could you move in there? No. Alright, I'll think about its movement. Because I might at least be able to pass through there, and then just do that. Take their supply hub. I'll just take it and move these guys south so I can dump a unit on it on the next turn. That seems the most, like the most sensible thing to do. Anyway. I'll have to see what I'm gonna do with those things, but okay, 3 or 5. Rather go for the 5 here. Not having a lot of luck with those 4Ls. Kind of unfortunate. No, I actually want to move you back. Reason for that is that a unit only recovers 3 of its steps each turn. So if I attack more, they will not be able to recover all their steps. And besides that, I kind of want to use them over in this area anyway, down there. So 80%. Yeah, I'm gonna lose that step, unfortunately. As holding that position is just not a good idea. So that really sucks. Unless maybe I'll put you in there. Yeah, let's try that. The Großdeutschland motorized can go down. Like that, and you still have 5 remaining. Okay. Which units can I entrench? You. I don't need to resupply them for the moment. And in here I just... yeah, I just want to get my unit back. So... that helps a little bit. Probably. Now, the likelihood of this being taken, I can see them getting into Starodub. Not really that much further. Actually, I think it's more likely they will retreat in this sector. They could actually cut these guys off, but I'll still put this here in case they don't. Yeah. Nothing serious at that, but okay. Let's start down here. So I'd really rather have these guys move forward as much as possible. Really, I thought the other guy was there too. So you're certainly not gonna attack that. All right, so the goal is to, of course, weaken the enemy so much that they feel like they're not going to attack. And actually now I don't know where that's... Oh, it's here now, so I cannot retreat from this particular hex. It's funny that this is the second turn that you're out of supply, even though the chance is like very high. Well, let's actually wait with that. It might not be necessary. They have a very good attack, but now so I win 3. I mean, yeah, that has to be good. As I said, the goal is to make sure that these enemies, that they retreat. Although it seems that some of them have a no retreat order. Which is smart. Because especially when it comes to the artillery, that is very dangerous. Yeah, so let's continue along. I mean, this is a 4. I'm not really inclined to take 3s, but 4s are okay. An entirely different matter. An 0-1 is an attack that's just not particularly useful for me to make. In fact, I would say it's most likely that I'll benefit from just going in here. Well, yeah, because none of these other units can actually go down that well. I mean, Shostka is the real target, since that is the thing with 4 the 4th turn. But I cannot attack down there. On the other hand, so the thing is, I really do... Can you reach it? Neither can you. Interesting. He'll be out of supply for 2 turns, but that matters very little. In the grand scheme of things. Now, I actually don't really mind them cutting off this rail line, because these supplies, they're actually coming from up here, not from down here. They'll still very likely destroy the bridge, but I can also create a pontoon bridge now, just in case. Yeah. Guess you could have attacked through there, but let's just move you down. They could try to move up in there, but yeah. Nothing I can do about it now. Yelnya, though, is a different matter. It is... You certainly cannot move forward, so there's nothing to be done with that. Ah, that really sucks. One thing that I will contest though is that it is very useful to make sure that the AI is weak in this sector. Already, I mean, obviously they still will be trouble. Just a 3, huh? Okay, good. So having them lose their artillery step, at least on their counterattack, is probably good. Attacking now. There is mod. But yeah, I just feel like there's not much else to do there. Need to get those boys back. If only I could make them retreat there, but I can't. They're gonna lose at least 3 steps on just these attacks alone. With a little bit of luck, they'll be going for another target, but that is unlikely though. Or maybe they will. Sure. That's fine. Okay. Of course, I should have moved them further along, but they can repair that bridge on the next turn when it comes to it. Okay. It's funny how they are still trying to retreat, but let's make sure they can't. The cavalry is most dangerous here. Although these guys are no joke either, I'd say. Okay, that was a bit of a failure. Ah, wow, great. Well, it happens. Right, these attacks ultimately were not amazing. Wow, okay. Seriously. I would have to get in there with regular infantry, or just not at all. Huh. They... Again, now have a lot less forces there. I just keep falling for it as well. Like, trying to attack on a 3, it's just... in reality, just something that you should barely ever do. But, like I said, I just keep falling for it. The hopes of getting an 0-2... I don't know, they just kind of lure you in and you're always disappointed. Like, always. It's just, you know, it's just not gonna work out. But that's why I feel like it would be better if they work with actual projected outcomes instead of the highest odds outcome. Like, I understand that the chance for getting the 0-2 is the biggest, but your projected results are definitely not 0-2. They are more likely to be 1-1, I think. Or at least you're more likely to take damage than anything else. No. Ooh, okay, nice. No retreat. How are we on supplies anyway? They'll be fine for a turn. Okay, so we got that covered. You can repair that on the next turn, hopefully. Seems like you can. We've crossed the bridge. They can Choska will probably be able to take that on the next turn. And then we'll move towards Kanatap. Oh, I should have put the reinforcement. So they're probably just regular infantry. And probably not in the most amazing of places. Yeah, okay, that kind of sucks. I'm fine with the 4, but that's about it. Alright, well, we'll think about that. I'm not too happy with them having 2 units right next to Yartsevo, but they've already been weakened significantly. There seems to be mud there, like, every single turn. Almost. Sweet. I mean, most of these units are now fairly weak. So at least that helps. No, achieve, but it'll take down 2 steps at least from this armored unit. Alright, well. They're really fighting tooth and nail. To get that. This is quite risky, but I mean, they don't need to fight for that anymore, so. I guess this was quite predictable. But I guess the most important thing is that the cavalry is gone there. Huh. I can possibly also build like a pontoon bridge or so, which might also help out, but huh. Okay, well, they've certainly dug themselves in quite well. Or let's actually move in here. Because indeed, if you get an overrun... That one has to go. And you need to be building pontoon bridges over on these locations. So we can also start crossing. I just hope they won't attack these, which they still might, but yeah, at this point there's nothing I can do against it. Okay, you don't have any decent attacks. Pretty conveniently, these guys are now out of supply. I don't like this, but sure. Okay. I think that by now... What? At least a 4 actually. Okay. I'm feeling quite confident in this sector. At least, yeah, in the Yard Savo sector I'm feeling quite good here. pretty safe, I think, with this recent attack. Almost before I need actually as many units as possible to retreat back, but with the bad weather again for the so manyth turn. There seems to be little that can be done against it, although at least these guys are at full power. I mean, the enemy must... Yeah, this is what they still have. I just hope that they now feel like they're too weak. Maybe I'll be able to soon get that road. Not really sure how much deploying these... Okay, you guys do help. Sure. Are they out of supply? It's weird. Why do they have two of these down there? Well, they apparently just have too much supply in general, it seems like. It's a lot of reinforcements. It's actually quite interesting. Well, 0-2, huh? But we still have a few turns remaining. Okay. That also cuts off the majority of these enemy troops. And I'll try to weaken the rest of them significantly. So they will not be able to break out, but I think that's unlikely anyway. One thing that could be interesting is to go on a rampage here, but might be a bit unnecessary. City in ruins. Alright. They have so many troops there, they're now cornered. Well, you're just gonna die then. Funny how that works. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's still a 3. Well, look, I tried to take every precaution, getting it to a 4, and it didn't work still, you know. At that point, what can you do, right? If only I could grab it, but the answer is I can't. Unfortunate, because I would really like to get the stragglers, but yeah, that's not... Let's just see what happens. I'm actually quite curious to see if they're gonna try to go in there. They probably wouldn't, but you never know. Like, I can attack them, but then it kind of stops at that point, so it's not necessarily the most useful thing to do that. And I'll just start getting across. Repair that bridge. Yep, I knew it. Just like I said, why do I keep bothering with those attacks? I just know that it is not a good idea. Man. Well, pretty much all the losses that I've taken in this scenario so far are just because of, you know, dumb attacks, I would say, on my part. And that's about it. Let's. How? Yeah, okay. Let's just leave it then. So they are still pushing for it, I guess. But it seems like they can't really muster up the forces anymore to go after Yelnya. He does not look particularly dangerous, if you ask me. So I do consider it to be secure as long as I don't do anything very stupid now. Okay, well. Now that, at the very least, everything is taken on that part. They probably still got their supplies, yeah. That was kind of unnecessary. Huh. No thanks. Nope. Yeah, sure. Really, they're not out of supply for that turn, huh? Oh, okay. I guess they'll be out of supply for one turn. Okay, and all of those guys, they're now out of supply as well. And now that we have this railroad moving up, I might just as well start moving you guys up as well. They cannot move into Konotop. They're not back at least. So let's go around them. They are now encircled. They're still quite powerful, so it's not as if I can just go and take it or anything. Okay. Four. So 7. Yeah, these guys are a bit too dangerous for my tastes. This is a 3. It is, but if you ask me, I mean, maybe this is a little bit too ballsy, but I think they'll be fine. And can you go down there? Yes, you can. Okay. This is okay. I'll just have to retreat like that. Okay. Not too bad so far. Let's take a look at the supplies. Both of them are out. Let's remove those. And I would say that that's pretty much it for the supplies now. Let's see what happens if I allow them to get across. Maybe I can get a few decent attacks. Wow. Okay. That was unexpected. I mean, they actually did a pretty serious... I mean, they did a damage. That's just it. But, I'm just surprised they actually still counterattack there. Good for them. Ah, okay. That's how they kept them in supply. Let's get rid of those. Now they are encircled. Still no need to attack them, really. So I'll leave it at that. Also no... Well, yeah, sure. With a 9, I guess you'll be fine. So they can no longer repair these guys. And that means that... At least of that I can now go for the kill. No need to attack them now. So at 4, I guess that was pretty risky, but okay, this 100th Rifle Division is, I guess, that too, pretty much in the way. It's not likely that I'll be able to proceed a whole lot further against them. Can we just stop getting losses on this 4? I started barely attacking on 3 to negate the losses, but now getting the losses even there. I guess taking Vyazma is not that bad of an idea besides. It's getting really annoying. No, like, I know it's random, but I'm getting quite frustrated by all those force getting me losses. Like, this is insanely high. Super frustrating. Like, and now I'm already hesitant to attack here. Like, I already tell myself I cannot do this because the chance of getting losses are too high. What am I supposed to do? Rear guard. Well, that's a new one. The I don't really need to cut those guys off. What am I? What am I saying? Actually, it doesn't matter because the game will stop after next turn. I guess in terms of points, maybe it would have just been better to just stop there because I'm losing steps now for no reason. I was surprised they didn't go back. That would have been funny. Nope. No, I won't. I can gamble a 6. Can you not go back now? Haha. That's that just gives me a few more prisoners, which I like. Can I just stop getting these rear guards? It's pretty amazing how they still got supplies. I guess they get it from up here. Oh. There's probably no other unit in here that can take those stragglers, so let's go. And yeah, there's unfortunately still quite a few units in here that will probably get supply. I guess here they don't. That's interesting. But yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna attack at a 4. Obviously, I don't feel comfortable. Since the losses would be just too high. And yeah. And that was it. We lost 8 steps, which 7 infantry. Because of all those 0 and 4 losses. I took 1 loss, I think, from the enemy counterattack ultimately, and then we also lost a specialist step, so it was a I mean, I think ultimately, besides the fact that I just attacked way too aggressively, I guess on O4s, I still think that's defendable, though. Like, that's why it would have been, like, I would just really, really, really like to once definitively be able to say, you know, at a 3, you have such and such and such a percentage chance of getting a loss, and at 4, you're having a such and such and such percentage chance of getting a loss. But so far, I've only gotten a I use a standard deviation explanation from the developers, which it doesn't help me that much. It helps a little bit, but not all that much. So it's hard. Like, say that I attack with Own 4 and it's actually a 5% chance of getting damage. I might have just gotten unlucky, and then, you know, I feel like I'm more justified to attack into those Own 4s than if it's actually a 1 in 3 chance, and I should be a lot more cautious because I wasn't actually unlucky, but this is just normal. And that's just basically what the problem is. I do not know whether I'm unlucky or whether I should be more cautious, and that's basically where my I guess kind of frustration in that sense comes from. I'm just not happy not having all the information. That's basically what it is. Either way, that was Yelnya. We get the Red Guards repulsed, and that means that next up will be Schlieselberg. Let's hope. Well, it didn't go poorly. That's not what I want to say. It went fine, but yeah, it. I just hope that we'll get a little bit less losses on this one, maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. See you then. Bye bye.